in me is revealed in you too. Thank you for joining, taking time out of um, participating with the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? Take the time to say fuck the Matrix to tap in. So for today's part two of yesterday's live, if you didn't check that out, I'm excited. Let me slow down. Go check out that last live um, where I cover the semi square in astrology terms, Pisces and Leo, aka Saturn, Neptune, and the full moon. You're not even my cat, so you're not about to be in this live. Get out. So the question for the collective is, uh, the question is, are we comfortable being taken advantage of? So, precursor, we can do a etymology. Yeah, I enjoy doing etymologies of words, breaking it down. So, advantage, add on, adding on to the vantage point, the sight of view, an angle of how you're seeing things, and someone taking advantage. They might be saying that they're helping you. It's still something that they themselves are getting out of that. Now, are you comfortable that Mars is in Cancer in retrograde? We just had the full moon in Cancer opposing the Sun in Capricorn, and we have Mercury in Capricorn. Now, the time that I journaled this down, none of these transits were active. Well, Mars might have been in Cancer, but during this time, Pluto was in. Shout Dunya Rodriguez. Hi. Shout Tashin Lin. Hey, what's up, you guys? Shout Namir. Hi. What's up? What's up? Are we comfortable being taken advantage of? Is the topic. I'm talking about astrology aspects. Um, I'm gonna jump right into it. That I have audience. Hi, everyone that joined. Shout out Sarah Campbell. Pluto is in Aquarius. Now, the time of me making these notes, go ahead, like and subscribe. We got one like. Pluto was in Aquarius. Capricorn transitioning to Aquarius. So as we see, starting presently and going backwards, revisiting the past, not linear but holistically, we see way more drone action, way more AI, way more chat GPT, way more restriction on our way of associating and communicating freedom of speech. Around Saturn in Aquarius, a similar transit. This is when the lockdown happens. So as you can see with Pluto in Aquarius and everyone transitioning to red note and rebelling and opposing the government's delay on the TikTok ban, and not just the TikTok ban, but like I just mentioned, freedom of speech and alleged spy technology. Shout Pat Tebow, miles per hour. If you're driving, drive safe. But are we comfortable being taken advantage of? And I said comfort because of Mars. I said comfort because of Mars. An advantage because of having someone assisting you, but them getting something out of it, getting a higher angle, an added on vantage viewpoint of something that you're not seeing, right? So, um, I'm gonna break it down for the vets as well, because I'm a veteran myself, a two military branch veteran. It's like being restriction. It's like restriction almost, right? So it's like we're so free, we don't know that we aren't free. But on the opposite polar shift, that I'm thinking of the opposite polar shift, it's like you're so aware of the chains that you choose to dance with them. You know what I'm saying? Recreating um, the same anchor and focus of what we believed. You know what I'm saying? Believing like we're chained, we're on a chain, but the wall that the chain is chained to, the wall is just falling apart from the building itself. So, um, this is crown chakra and root chakra energies, and Capricorn energies, Pluto and Capricorn with about justice system, law and order, the way of building and establishing the foundation in small companies. We see a little bit of that with this Capricorn season. And Capricorn and Aquarius are co-ruled. So Capricorn is still kind of right next door to Pluto. In Aquarius, it's on the cusp, it's on that 1 degree cusp. So it's like we see Drake's lawsuit, how someone, you know what I'm saying, how someone is viewed by their associations, by the people, places, things that they know with their far out ideas, and being in direct opposition with, say, Kendrick Lamar rap beef, and taking it beyond the rap beef with going into a lawsuit, right? And turning his voice on his own people rebellion to separate himself from something, but not completely ghosting, because you have this, Drake has this energy around that, right? And so, um, not and yeah. So speaking of associations and people, places, and things, and like-minded views of that idea with Aquarius, now with Capricorn, like I said, with the lawsuits and justice system, and Supreme Courts, and things like that, and TikTok, we still see cusp of that. So are we comfortable being taken advantage of? Um, I had a I had an etymology for a word. Let's find it. Are we comfortable being taken advantage of or being compromised? Compromise means someone to come, promise you, and use your eyes to see something so that you don't have to see it. Or someone, there we go, etymology. Someone could say they're taking care of you, but really they're taking advantage of you. See, the advantage part comes from where someone is caring for you, caring for something that you don't want to what? Worry about. When the moon goes into Virgo, it's gonna be something we're gonna see what we're worrying about, and the things that you need to release worries of. And Virgo is the south node. So it's taking care of things so you don't have to worry. So when you're skipping that worrying aspect, you're missing out on the other half, which is that scorpionic transformative energy. And Leo being in the eighth house, we are receiving attention for our status or reputation, which is in the eighth house. So receiving attention, but the attention might feel like it's behind closed doors or is layered over with things like Drake, with things like, not to say that things are being like not to make that an example with the fires, but it's like you had your own way of transforming and thinking everything was at peace, and you got the shadow government that's trying to hold on to their keys, and is burning down things around them on the esoteric level, right? So you feel like your attention might be smothered, or the attention that you are receiving for a status is being related to something scorpionic within the eighth house. Fire, destruction, transformative, having to restart anew, deep desires to have better control and stability, opposite of Uranus and Taurus, which is gonna go direct later in the month. So we're still looking back at previous instabilities, previous, and it's like previous instabilities. That energy, it'd be the same energy but a different form. But that energy can be relative to, yeah, it's trying to Sun and Mercury in Capricorn, but it's also lingering energies from when Pluto was in Capricorn. Pluto is a generational thing. Uranus is a generational thing in Taurus, and that gift. And so having that gift can put you at a disadvantage. It's like crippling, or it could be like sheltered energy due to the sextile to Mars retrograde in Cancer. So Uranus and Mars are sextiling each other. So it's like it's an opportunity. It creates an opportunity, right? You can take the opportunity or you can leave the opportunity. You can take the opportunity at the right time. And it's interesting that we look at time as going forward and going back. Well, some of us, I'm not gonna speak, but it's like when people say at the right time, it's because they're speaking from it's like right time would be holistically. So if it's the right time for something, there's a time to be left, there's a time to move forward, down. It's holistically. So I don't get why people look at time linear, but still say it's like, oh, it could be a right time for this type energy, right? But that's a side note. So yeah, with that sextile breakdown of that energy, it's gonna be two sextiles with so it's gonna also go be the moon and Virgo is gonna be the sextile in the previous energies, right? So that's how are you comfortable? Are you just comfortable? That's the word. That's the word. It's sitting right here in front of me, but it was compromising. Complacent. The company you keep represents the middle part, the present, the place that you hold, and the ending is you're going to arrive where you're meant to be or where they meant for you to be. Let me write that down. Complacent. And that could be like a compilation. Compilation, like on YouTube. You got all these highlights and things like that. So people arriving, place, present, or where they place you as a status. Meant. Where the shadow government is meant for you to be. So basically, I just came on here and asked you that question and to break down those placements. All right, are you comfortable being complacent, especially with your drones and understanding? Are you complacent with your fixed Aquarius, Pluto and Aquarius, your fixed mentality of where you're receiving your information from, where you're receiving your source? Like for TikTok, are you complacent with TikTok? Because that's going away. So then you got to shift from being complacent to being rebellious. To redo something, obviously. A bell is the sounding off. Bells can clear energy like a sound bowl. And then us, us together, us together. So rebel, yes, resounding off a new way. Are you comfortable being complacent? Did I make that the title? I'm pretty sure I did. But yeah, that wraps that up. That's the question I want y'all to ask yourself. I'm asking myself with this, you know what I'm saying, that we put together, because we did this together. Everyone not joining the live, we did this together. And so we're gonna end this off. These lives go fast on here. I don't understand how, you know, you can get, I'll be watching lives and don't understand how people get certain hour lives, and I feel like I'm straight off topic if I do that. But through your eyes, I see my truth. What I share with you is shared with me too. And y'all have a good remainder of the evening. Let's see here. Any leftover Leo correspondences to the moon, some lunar transits. Don't know off the top of my head. See y'all. Peace. Stay positive and motivated. And we are out of here. See y'all later.